Free travel, points, cash back, everyone is so quick to celebrate their credit card perks. So in this video, I'm gonna make sure you know everything about getting that first credit card so when you're ready to make that step, you'll be prepared. Hey MoneyLion, my name's Hankwitz and I talk about personal finance and investing online. I grew up in a small town in Northeast Tennessee and I couldn't qualify for a credit card until I was 22 years old. Now my credit score is 780. Let me teach you what I've learned. Like a loan, credit cards have terms, characteristics, and considerations to think about before getting started. But once you master the process, you'll be able to collect cash back on your everyday purchases, as well as rack up points on things you can spend on travel or hotels. So let's rewind. It's 2018 and Austin was applying for his first credit card. I was denied everywhere because I had no credit history. Because of this, I had to take out something called a secured credit card. I went to the bank, I gave them $300 in cash, then borrowed against that cash in the form of spending on my new credit card. Meaning my card had a $300 limit on it because that's how much money I gave them. Consideration number one, if this is your first credit card, you might have to open a secured credit card like myself. Consideration number two, you now have a credit card, but how much money should you be spending on it? Generally speaking, you never really want to spend more than 10 to 20% of your total credit limit. Since mine was $300 at the time, that meant keeping my monthly spend below $60. I just used it for my Netflix subscription. And finally, consideration number three is fees and interest. If you're smart with your spending, you can avoid paying them. In the fine print of your credit card application, there's something called an interest rate disclosure. If you don't pay off your credit card every month in full, you'll be paying that interest rate on your remaining balance. That's when debt can accumulate very quickly. Debt can be avoided by paying off your credit card bill in full every month. Now, when it comes to annual fees, there are several solid cards out there by well-known companies offering great perks on your spending with zero fees. So don't fall for the trap of getting a credit card with some big bad annual fees. There are several with zero. And no, your credit card does not need to be made out of metal. Congrats, you now know more about credit cards than I did when I was 22 years old. Use this knowledge to responsibly earn some cash back, rack up some points for that next vacation, and build your credit score, which can unlock a world of financial possibilities. Quick heads up, this video is sponsored by MoneyLion. All content is for informational purposes only and should not be construed as financial advice.